Hi, and welcome to Critical Miss, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast with your hosts, Simon, Zach,
And Ella.
And Ella.
yeah, I'm also Zach.
Yeah. I'll be playing both parts today.
Yeah,
So plug early, right?
I mean, it doesn't.
I mean, it's not like an actual plug.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll do it at the
so-
end.
Well, you should. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Whatever. So last time, Fror, you guys, you went on a walkabout in town, got some supplies, which ended up just being cookies.
And a favor.
You met Jimmy Drygoods, who turned out to be
Jimmy
don't know.
What Goods.
a weird fella. I don't know what he was exactly, but
Yeah, he was
you-
pretty weird.
you escaped unharmed and you made a new friend.
Mm-hmm.
And you went to the estate of the governor. And you confronted him very rapidly and just
Oh, his name was
slaughtered.
Alan.
Huh?
Jimmy Goods' real name was Alan.
Yeah. Wait, was it?
No, it wasn't.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
Because I called him Al, and then Al answered, and then it was just awkward.
So it wasn't his real name.
Correct.
Right. Just slaughtered the governor and his son and his steward, and I feel like
Yeah.
there was another person there. So the oppressive rule is over, I guess, unless someone else from his office takes over. But whatever.
Yeah, we'll burn the place to the ground.
Yeah, just kill
No, but
everybody.
we've got our boy.
Wait, should we? Is that a good idea?
Remember? Yeah. No. I basically said that we had a discussion about politics. So Grimbert Wybert, I feel like is the best candidate right now. If not, no hesitation, we'll slaughter again.
All right. Okay, that works. So you're instituting Grimbert Wybert as the new
Yes.
governor of this area.
Yes.
All right. How
Should we meet with the king first? Is that a good idea?
Nope. We're doing it now.
All right.
Fair enough.
Better
So
ask forgiveness than permission. Am I right?
so you start with a bird's eye view of the estate, kind of spirals down slowly towards one of the windows, and pans over through the office onto a static image of you guys just standing, and then you start to move and talk once the camera settles.
Yeah, this is for the animated version.
Yeah, I'm gonna start directing all of the narrative stuff like
Please do. I love that.
I like it too.
that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why not?
I look around at all of the
It helps me
blood
visualize it.
and
I'm getting
the
better
dead
with that.
carcasses.
I will say on the new one, I'm going to be doing a lot more narration because I have it
yes.
actually written down now, so I
good.
can remember people's names and environments and stuff, and what you're actually supposed to be doing because I've forgotten that a lot this campaign. But anyway, moving on. You are standing in a blood-soaked office. The steward his cold dead hand is still gripping the broken bottle. The carpet is ruined. You, Radigan, have torn off mustaches and replaced them, and yeah, that was an accident. Yeah, you don't gotta. Yeah, I know. Fucking. You ripped out the guts of the governor's son, so he's probably not alive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All
I heard
right.
it was prom tomorrow too. Pretty tragic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have at it.
I look around and I point to all the blood and I go, "Well, I'm not cleaning that up." And then a laugh track plays.
I was gonna say that the laugh track plays. Oh, Radigan.
Yeah.
Fror puts his hands on his hips and he says, "Well, that's that. I wasn't exactly envisioning a triple homicide, but it got the job done."
It's a means to an end, you know?
I'm a criminal, but not that bad.
Was
And the laugh track plays again.
freedom fighters, criminals, terrorists, it's just all a word.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, just hopefully the press doesn't label us as terrorists.
Yeah, that would
I
be.
mean,
We should
I've
probably go
done
talk to the
worse
king like
things.
very soon.
Yeah,
Tell him about all this.
yeah. Right.
Or
Or
what he doesn't know won't hurt him.
how I feel like he might figure this out
I feel like-
eventually.
Yeah, unless you guys somehow kill every person on that estate.
Is that a challenge?
No. No, it wasn't a challenge per se. It was more of a. I hope they don't, but it is an option. All right. So Four says, "Well, what now?"
I suggest we.
I
You know,
mean, we're
forging a
basically
letter
taking
didn't go
care
too
of
well last
everything.
time,
Mm-hmm.
but
It was also the paranoid governor that was reading it.
that's true. Here's my plan, and it's up to debate. We can workshop it.
Mm-hmm.
We write another fake letter.
No. No, go ahead.
This time from the governor to the king, saying that I formally resign from duty and I'm going into retirement on my private estate. Very far,
But-
very, very far away. You may
But,
never
like-
hear or see of me again.
Yeah.
I've instated this guy I
Mhm.
appointed for as the new governor. He is well-rounded, and I feel he is perfectly capable for the job.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Floor nods. He's like, yeah, that could work.
All right.
What do you think, Radigan?
Radigan looks around and squints and she goes, "Oh, so the private estate is his grave?"
I think you see. I held up my a little thing. I don't know, like a ball or something.
Yeah.
See this right here, Vatican. This is the point of my entire pitch just then, and I throw it over your head, and it's like that's what it did.
My reflexes are too fast. Nothing could go over my head. The laugh track plays.
Yes, I do quote directly from him. Nothing can go over my head.
And the
My
screen
reflexes are
after
too
you
fast.
toss the ball and Radigan looks confused. The image freezes and then kind of fades away for a commercial break. And then it comes back with a little dun 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 and then goes in through the window again, but quicker this time than the opening scene. And you're standing there again, but now you're all sitting and the day's moved on a little bit. And Forrest sitting behind the desk. He says, "All right, so we're forging a letter
Yeah.
to the king
Yeah.
by the governor."
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So, right. Okay. We should probably find his seal.
Yeah. Oh, and also we should add in the letter to tell everyone here that that's gonna happen, so that people that weren't involved in the fight are chill with it.
Should I include that part about the fight? No.
No, you
Oh,
should not.
okay.
You should include. No.
You hear footsteps coming up the stairs. And muttered voices.
Okay. How about this? We escape through the window.
That changed quick.
We run away, but we still go to the king with this letter.
Okay.
So we act like the king. Oh wait, all the bodies are here. Shit. What are we gonna do?
Wait, hold up. Can I let me see if I've got anything?
There's a soft knock on the door, and someone says, "Governor, It's been a while since your guests have come out. Is everything all right
Oh.
in there?
Oh, I've got an idea. Okay,
Hello,
I
governor.
all right. So I go over to Al and I'm like, distract them. Like I mouth that
All right, I walk
really,
over
like,
to
really well.
the door,
like go out of the door, please. Okay.
and I sort of open the door and close it, and I try to
Step out into the.
yeah,
Oh,
but I
okay.
close it really fast.
Oh, yeah.
And I try to persuade them that everything is fine in there, and the governor's just fine.
Who are you?
I'm Al. I'm a veteran, so war. I'm currently working under the king, and this is above table. Insert the name of the person I'm actually working under. I don't remember his name.
Oh, Faramir.
Faramir.
Yeah.
And
the
working
same
under
guy you've been
Faramir.
working under.
I was signed to come here. Just letting you know that everything's fine. We're just having a very important discussion right now that can't really be bothered with the governor.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, okay.
Should I roll to persuade?
So
go for
while this is going on, this whole interaction, I turn around towards like the governor's desk and this like how like large is the room, would you say?
How big is the office?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's pretty sizable. There's like a big desk, a fireplace, a couple drink cabinets, big ornate rug.
Yeah, but like how many feet?
At least a 20-foot by 20-foot square.
Perfect. Okay. So between the office, like the like area where the door is right to the desk and anywhere within like 15 feet from the door, I cast silent image and I make it look like everything is okay.
Aha!
Oh.
Okay, is that concentration?
Concentrate.
Yes.
Okay.
I can cast it up to 10 minutes.
Alright.
And I've already rolled and it's an 18 without my spell modifier, so I think I got it right.
Okay. Well, Al, you rolled 25?
25, yeah.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay. The guard kind of looks a little confused, and then he shrugs and he says, well, alright. I guess just let us know when you leave.
All right, yeah.
Got some business to attend to with the governor.
Yeah.
Alright. Bye.
Bye.
And he goes down a few steps and he looks back. Goodbye.
And
I
like,
wave.
all right, Al, like, please open up the door slightly so he doesn't suspect anything.
What?
Whenever he looks back, I just kind of like throw something at Al, and I just say like, I like motion to move the door open a little bit.
I don't understand all this because the door's closed right now.
Oh, never mind.
Alright, well, he goes down the stairs and turns a corner and he's gone.
All right, I go back.
He
Alright,
looks
you
back
go
for a
back.
sec.
And I look back through the door like, yeah.
He's like, goodbye.
I wave again.
Fror flicks a bead of sweat off of his brow.
Okay, I'm back in. All right, so change of plans.
Yeah.
How about we be 100% honest
Oh?
with the king and be like, hey, this guy was corrupt,
Yeah.
and we have proof of it. Do we have proof?
Slaughtered him.
Do we have proof?
You could probably find proof.
Like documents?
Probably, yeah.
All right. How about this? We search this office for documents for all the bad things that he's done,
Mm-hmm.
and we bring that as evidence to the king of why we had every right to brutally slaughter him and his child.
God. And his child. Okay.
And we'll leave out all the parts about mustaches.
Right. Alright, so you're not writing a letter.
No, we're being completely honest, and we're gonna tell the king to write a letter to all the guards here
Right.
that everything's fine, and
Right.
that this is just the way it is.
Yeah.
And we also, here's also what we should do. We should paint. Frore, that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frore, we should paint you in a good light here. We should sort of muddle your image a bit from criminal to freedom fighter for the enslaved people,
Mm-hmm.
so that the king will be very lenient towards you. You may not get the governor position
Yeah.
because, but I feel like it's entirely an option.
Right. Okay. Okay. We could try it. So should I come back with you?
I'd say yes,
Okay.
but just stay back and we'll introduce you.
Right.
Are you like a known criminal, like very very known, like the king might know you and his guards?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
See, I
the
didn't
king
really-
did send us down here.
Because
No,
I'm more
that-
than
check
just
up
an
on
arms
'em.
dealer.
Okay.
I've broken the law a good number of times.
Well, actually, what's like your criminal record? Just asking, I'm trying to like clear you of all charges here.
Arson, robbery,
Yeah.
armed robbery, arms dealing,
Yeah.
illegally, of course.
Yeah. I mean, usually that's fine, but
Assault of a government official.
well, we just did that too.
Oh yeah. So that's no big deal. I could go on.
Ugh.
It's
don't-
fine. It's
yeah.
fine. He crosses his arms and he's like, "Well, I don't have to come with you guys. I know I'm a wanted man. I'll just go
Yeah.
back to my forest hideout."
See, I have a bit of a quarrel for you of all charges, because I don't know if... I want you to be honest with me, Farrar. Were all of your crimes in good nature, like for the greater good?
Yes.
That was...
Hang on. Roll an insight check.
Insight. Alright. 17.
You can tell he's not being honest this time.
All right. Yeah. Mhm.
I
Alright,
also
Flora.
roll an insight check.
Yeah.
For I may be able to clear you of charges
Wait,
of the.
Radigan, what did you roll?
15.
You can also tell he's not being honest.
All right.
I
For
give
I
him a
may be
big
able to
wink.
clear your charges of the weapons dealing, of the arms dealing, but not everything else. I'll let you know, but
Well,
maybe I'll let you this. I'll just say be sure to stay clear.
be sure to subscribe.
Be sure to subscribe. And I wink at the camera. But you might want to stay low for a while.
Oh, I have been. That's,
Okay, good.
That's how I live.
Yeah. I was just.
Because I'm a dwarf.
Yeah.
Low.
Hey,
Live
laugh
low.
track.
Right. Anyway.
Alright.
Okay, well. Off you go then.
Yeah. We'll hopefully we will never see each other again. I'm glad.
Oh. Oh.
I'm just saying
All
because
right.
if we do, then I'll probably have to turn you
Hopefully.
in.
Right.
Radigan, on
No,
the other
it's
hand,
fine.
Radigan's not employed by the law, by the
He-
government. So
he
like,
cleans his weapons off and he packs everything up and
it was
he,
it was good. It was good getting to know you though.
He loots a couple of the drawers and he sticks out his hand.
Shake it.
He shakes it back. Shakes his own hand. Well, all right. I suppose we should
We should
get
head out.
going then.
Well, first let's get some documents.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Research for any incriminating documents that maybe just
Go ahead and just roll
For
General roll.
investigation.
a
Investigation.
investigation. Yeah.
investigation. That's 14.
Okay. What about you, Radigan?
Also 14.
All right. You both find a couple documents outlining like movements of prisoners, and other than the number being a little higher than normal, there's not really you can't really find anything that would be solid evidence.
Hmm.
And like there are a couple
Um,
reports of like guards being attacked by hill people and you know lashing out, but that it's all individual cases that were supposedly dealt with by the governor. Nothing that shows abuse on a grander scale than that.
Well, I mean, like, he was acting shady before we kind of got here, whenever we introduced ourselves. So
Yeah.
there's
Well,
obviously,
I'm
like,
just worried
something
that
else.
our word isn't good enough to convince the king.
Excuse me, have you looked at me?
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, I
pretty
do have.
convincing.
I am. I do have one of those faces that you can just trust. Above table, that's like the best way I could put a high persuasion.
All right. Well, Froor shrugs and he says, "We'll just go for it. There's not
Yeah.
a whole lot we can do."
I mean, worst comes to worst, I get put under charges, and so do you guys
Yeah.
for death of the king, governor. But so what should we do with all these bodies that
Eh.
aren't here anymore? Radigan, did you do something?
Yeah, it's gonna wear off in about, like, 7 minutes, so we should probably,
Leave?
just yeah, like, feel around a little bit. You're gonna feel them. Maybe mop up a bit.
Okay. Do you have any
Yeah,
sort
like,
of
don't-
blood cleaning
Oh
spells?
boy, do I. Let me look.
Not fireball.
Ah, dang it. That would destroy all the evidence. It'd be so
I'm glad
bad.
we're not going with my first plan to burn down the building.
Yeah, that might be a little
Mm.
suspicious.
We had to kill everyone there. Sorry, Mr. King.
We didn't want them to burn to death. Put them out of their misery.
Well, like, use his healing word until they're alive again.
Move all the blood back into their body.
Puts all their guts back in. Now
Oh my
be
God.
good. All right. Froor opens the door and he
How
says,
much, like,
"Are you
could I
ready?"
do with-
I mean, we could try to outrun any messages that could get to the king. That
We have 7 minutes.
That's a pretty good lead.
is a pretty good
In-
lead.
in race car time, that's like an eternity.
Yeah. Let's just keep an eye out for any like messenger pigeons.
We'll shoot them down.
Yeah.
Does anybody have, by any chance, like, poison?
Poison? Are we gonna kill the king?
Froor
No,
sifts
I
around
mean-
in his knapsack and he's like, "Well, I do a couple different
Alright.
varieties. Why?"
Okay, cool. So I've got this spell for mending.
Yeah.
So if I mended up all of their wounds to look like it's not there anymore, then and we like gave poison and put it in each of their mouths and just kind of like forced it to go down a bit, we can make it look like a mass suicide. Just saying.
Oh, and then we could
Mhm.
write down. We could forge a pact between all of them.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
ye old heathers.
Right.
I don't get that reference.
Okay. That.
You know, that's a solid plan.
Yeah. This poison's pretty expensive, though.
Pay for it.
You know what else is expensive? Bonds.
Yeah.
Jail bonds.
Right.
Are you saying?
Are you threatening me?
Is
Is that a threat?
No, I'm just saying there's a good chance we're gonna get caught.
Oh. Yeah. You know, you win some, you lose some. Life of a criminal. All
Except
right.
I'm not.
Well, you are now. I
Uh,
guess we can.
I mean, I felt like I was. Okay, yeah.
Oh, are we doing that? Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're casting mend. Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
On their wounds.
Correct.
Okay. So first you put all of the son's guts back into his body
And the mustache.
and the mustache, both
Yeah.
of them, because I believe
I
there were
like,
two.
I like take half of the mustache. Wait. I do not give back the mustache whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
I give
Okay.
it.
Radigan.
I give it to Al, who is writing the suicide note. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, that's usually my sort of.
So I say, I slip it to him and I put it on the paper that he's doing, and I go to make it more believable.
And then blood gets all over the paper, and I have to restart.
What's a good
Yeah.
what's a good skill for writing a fake suicide note? Maybe
I was gonna.
sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Or
say.
maybe like persuasion or something like that,
Go with sleight of hand since you're forging a document.
or performance. Oh, okay. How good are you in
Alright,
sleight of
alright,
hand?
guys. All right, guys. 19 plus 2, so 21.
All right. So you
There was a lot writing on that.
you find a couple documents and you think you can match the governor's handwriting fairly well, unless someone like a personal friend read it. And you find his seal. It's just on his ring that he's wearing, and you stamp it. And you do the little doodads, and you make him seem really paranoid about his governorship and all that. And you think you can pass it off. So are you giving that to the king, or what are you doing with it? Are you leaving it?
Leaving it.
Oh, okay,
Well, we have to make.
I feel
two
like we can leave it
copies.
and then have the guards discover it.
right. Okay.
I have them set up to where they kind of look like they're watching the fire.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Sounds
just
good.
playing with my diorama at this point.
Fur claps his hands and rubs them together, and he's like, "All right, off we go."
Wait,
I
we have
think
to we have to do this with the guards first. We have to say that we were. Is there a second room, like an off room to this, or we can say that we were in and then we walked in on this.
Oh, I mean, they saw us here earlier.
There are other
if-
rooms upstairs.
Ooh. What if we
Say
go
we're all in the
down?
bathroom.
What if we go down and we say, "Oh, we're just grabbing a snack and we'll be right back." They say they don't want to be disturbed, and then we come back up and we're like, "Egads, what is this?"
And we scream really loud, and then they come up and check if everything's okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's more convincing.
Okay. You give it a shot.
Yeah. So do we have to do all that, or can we just say that we did it?
No. Well. So you're going down. All right, go down.
Yeah.
Go down.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm going down.
And you
We lock the door behind us.
and you go to the pantry.
Yeah.
Um.
And wait. The spell is still holding up, right?
Right.
Okay, cool.
He's got a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Do
So
we
you
run
see,
into anyone?
Yeah. You see a couple of guards in the food pantry room, but they don't say anything.
Yeah.
Just kind of look at you.
I look over at
We
them and I go.
I do the nod. You know the nod.
Yeah. Right.
I go
Okay.
up to both of them and I go, do you have any cookies or biscuits?
Yeah. And he points at a sack against the far wall.
I
And-
tip my non-existent cowboy hat
He
and then I walk over.
tips his back.
Does he actually have one?
No, well, he has a little hat, a
Oh.
guard, like a soldier hat.
Mm-hmm.
I say yeehaw, and then I walk over and I get my cookie.
All right. And you go back up.
Yeah, we go back up.
Okay. Since Radigan locked the door behind you guys, you can't get in because you don't have a key.
Dang.
Sweet. Don't have to even.
Oh,
do
we don't
anything.
even have to be we were locked out. We just say, okay, here's the new plan. We walk down there hey, they kind of locked us out. We're just gonna go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't we just go out to the person on the same floor? Cause are people in the hallways watching it all?
Nah.
All right, we go
Oh,
find a
good.
guard and be like, hey, they locked us out. We're just gonna go. We're already done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the same one you saw on the stairs
Yeah.
earlier, and you tell him that, and he's like, "All right,
Yeah.
I think I'll go check on him."
All right.
And he goes up the stairs, and
See you around.
he
We still got like 3 minutes left until the spell disappears, right?
Yeah,
All right, sweet.
and he
All right,
he
we're
waves.
all off.
And as you're walking rapidly out of the
Just like
the,
speed
the
walking.
mansion, you hear a key rattle in the door, and he opens it and he says, "Cursory glance at the carpet, no types of stains. Glance at the window, fully intact. All the bottles not broken. The desk looks neat." And you hear a big gasp, and then like he starts to cry a little bit, and he says, "The fireplace looks dirty. Oh God! And the governor." And then you close the door to the estate behind you, and you book it to your horses. The guards at the gate that you interacted with last session,
Yeah.
they kind of stare you down as you go, and the one that looked at your papers says, "I hope everything went well."
Oh,
I
you
nod.
have no idea.
And you get your horses. They're just all right there,
Yeah.
just kind of standing around talking.
We're
The horses are
Barf and
Grimbert Wybert.
yeah,
They're
they,
there.
They're there.
They're with the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Barf says, "Are we ready?"
So yeah, we're ready.
Okay. Back to Minas Tirith then.
Yep.
All right. Can I use the bathroom before we go?
Nope.
No.
Okay. You start to hear distant commotion from inside the estate as you take off down the road. And Fror, galloping beside you, says, Wait, am I coming or staying?"
Whatever you want to, baby.
Yeah, just like
"Okay, then I'll come.
okay.
I have no life left here."
I mean,
Well,
you've
well,
got
I
a pretty
do.
sweet
Yeah.
I still have
cave.
that secret hideout.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to come with
Yeah.
you guys just
Okay.
to see, you know.
Alright.
like,
Yeah. What happens?
I'd rather be with you when I get arrested instead of like in my hole.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Too.
Yeah.
Not to like say your hole's kind of bad, but you
I
know,
like it, but
yeah.
you know, it's
it's not the best.
pretty lonely.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Come on.
So you're officially out of Mordor and back into Gondorian land.
Okay. The whole can we agree that during this sort of transition, the Indiana Jones map thing happens where like a
Yeah.
red line is drawn.
Or the Emperor's New Groove
Yeah.
with the jazz track, and they're running towards the fucking. And then the purple line of the guards from the estate following you starts up, but they're like way slower.
Mhm.
But then they get there first anyway. And It's
Yeah.
like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
And then one
Mhm.
turns into a cat, and there's a whole big thing outside on the top of the castle walls, and it.
And it's
And
all
I'm a
like set to
llama.
jazz music, and we're
Yeah.
all like dancing like in beat.
Right.
Yeah.
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 No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
That was
no,
all,
no.
that was all part. That was all part of Fror's daydream.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the laugh track plays.
And then he wakes up and he was like,
All right, so you're riding, and the sun is setting. The road is getting darker, but you know you're growing closer to Minas Tirith. You'll be there. If you sleep, you'll be there by like early afternoon tomorrow. So I'm guessing you're gonna like make a camp.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places off the side of the road because it's like open fields pretty much, and then there's a little foresty area off to the left. So where are you guys going?
How's the foresty area sound? You guys down for that?
Sure. Right again?
Hold up.
I've already made a bed.
You what?
I've already made a bed in the forest while you guys were debating.
Okay.
Okay.
So you make your way through the tall brush into the woods, and it's dark. And it's the night birds are making bird noises, and bugs are making bug noises.
Can you give us examples?
Wow! That's what the bugs are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little spooky. Are you like making a fire or anything? Or
I'm
are you just
making a
like
fire, yeah.
conking out? Oh,
I'm like gathering sticks and stuff
Right.
for a fire.
Okay. The fire is calming
Yeah.
and helps ease your nerves. Froar rolls over and goes to sleep before you can even say anything, and he's snoring loudly. Actually, no, wait. He
I-
climbs a tree and hangs from a branch upside down. I forgot.
Yeah.
Is it
And
bad?
I placed
Is
like
it-
a small rat skin on him so he doesn't get cold.
Yeah. He's suspended right over the roaring fire.
Mm.
Um,
I hope he doesn't die of like smoke.
smoke inhalation.
Yeah.
No, that would be
Nah, man. Like, he's been
Unfortunate.
trained.
yeah. But maybe not,
Maybe not.
because then the criminal that you're traveling with would be dead.
Yeah, that's
You could be
true.
like, well, he killed the governor and we killed him.
Yeah.
So
Although-
anyway, so what are you guys doing? Are you like,
I'm looking into the fire.
Yeah.
Just
I feel
staring.
like it's just relaxing
okay?
talk.
Um,
Don't
Well-
really. We just sort of stare blankly into the fire, realizing everything that we've just done.
right.
Sort of all just it's washing over us.
Even Radigan's a little affected by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the only thing that I'm thinking about the fight was like all my mistakes in it. Like, oh man, I should have leaned to the left a little bit more, or like maybe if I like moved my arm a little bit faster, I would have gotten a deeper cut and stuff like that. I have no remorse
Right. No, yeah, I figured.
whatsoever.
Froar is snoring heartily, and you get a little drowsy. So, are you like establishing a guard, or are you not worried? Are you just gonna conk out?
I will take first shift of being a guard.
Okay.
All right.
It's
'cause I
about
didn't-
nighttime. I don't know.
Good
You can't
call.
really tell
That's my
because you're in the
favorite
woods.
time.
It's
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
Birds are out. There's a bat. Oh wait, no, it's just Froar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but we've gone over that I can see better in the dark than I can in the daytime
Right.
due to
That's
my
right.
captivity.
So Al, are you since she's taking first guard, you're
I'm
sleeping,
conking out.
right? As soon as you start to like squat down to get on the ground, you just collapse, just like dead. You're dead, bud. Sorry.
I had a lot planned with this character.
For my guard position, I go like straight up into the trees. I'm not on the ground.
Oh, all right. So Al is
You
the
know-
only one on the ground.
You know, vantage point. You know, the high ground.
Yeah.
I have the higher ground.
Good
Okay.
thing to have. So about a half an hour into your watch, you hear some rustling sounds.
Can you
In
give
the
us an example?
but like but bushes
Mhm.
nearby. Not like loud, but
Yeah.
enough to stand out as not usual nighttime noises.
The only reason I'm doing that is so that we can immerse the listeners.
Right.
So,
Oh
so
yeah.
I don't have to edit it in post.
Oh, that's another thing. Real quick, above table, I found a bomb ass website for
Yeah.
role playing,
Yeah.
like soundtracks.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
ambient noise.
Yeah, that one's
like
pretty good.
15-minute tracks for like, and there are so many. So that's gonna be good for next campaign.
Because you're gonna start editing it, right?
Yes.
Complete creative control.
Yes. It's a very, very dangerous thing
It is.
for you to do, but
Well, not complete. You know.
Yeah.
I usually handle art and stuff. All right.
Please
so
put a laugh track in every time we say laugh track.
laugh counter. So
But it's audio, so it just says one.
the rustling gets a little louder and like a little closer. You can't tell if it's actually coming in your direction, or if it's just wandering around in the woods, Radigan.
I wait.
All right, it's definitely coming in your direction.
Okay.
Big-
I
some-
like do the cool Naruto thing where they jump through the trees a little bit.
Oh yeah. You see a big lumbering shape in the dark, and it's kind of muttering to itself, and it's dragging a big sack behind it.
How like lumbering are we talking about? Are we talking about like actual lumber, like a tree int, or are we talking about like more of an orc looking fella? Like what's up?
Like pretty like bigger than an orc. Lumpy body. You can't tell exactly because it's full dark and you're in the woods, and you can't make out what he's saying either. He's just kind of grumbling,
Mm-hmm.
and then it pauses and sniffs the air, and you hear, "I smell smoke and meat."
I descend from the tree and I go, no, that's just my natural body odor.
What the
And I
hell are
hold-
you?
I hold out my hand and goes, hi, I'm a Ratigan.
Oh, what? You're what?
A Ratigan. We're a special group of people.
Are you an orc?
Are you?
Nah.
Then no.
Right. He kind of squints and he's like working it out in his head. You can roll nature
Oh, okay.
check.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh. You've even though you've never
Is
seen
that the
one.
first one
The first
I
one that
think
I
so.
remember.
on critical?
I think so. Yeah.
Yay.
I don't think oh no, we have had critical misses, yeah.
Because we go we look at the camera and we just go to the mics and it's like
Wah, wah. Even though you've never seen one before, you can tell.
even though you have no idea what it is.
No, you read about them, maybe seen pictures drawn.
Maybe in a past life,
Yeah.
I've known about them.
Well, you've heard stories and you've seen drawn pictures, and you can make out that.
Some guy at a bar was really enthusiastic about telling you about him.
Yeah. It's definitely a troll. Probably of the hill variety. Big lumbering oaf, and he's got like a canvas knapsack that he's dragging behind him. He's got clothing that's stretched over his lumpy, flabby frame.
Mm-hmm.
You also know that they're prone to eating like anything they can get their hands on, and he's
Mhm.
moving around at night because sunlight doesn't agree with them very well.
Mm-hmm.
He's still like thinking about what you said, and he's like, "Are you closer to a human?"
I don't like to label
He
myself
scratches his
at all.
stomach.
But I will say I am a Ratigan.
Right.
I don't know how we define ourselves in society.
He's reaching back towards his belt, and he's nodding.
And then I point over towards the knapsack and I go, what's in there, bud? You got something to trade me?
Oh, trade for what?
Oh, rats of all kinds. Big
What?
rats,
Oh, yeah.
small rats. I've got a rock.
I can't eat those. Rocks.
Boy, howdy, can you?
Rocks, though. What? Never tried a rat, I suppose. They're just
Oh.
small,
They're small,
like
but a
hobbits,
delicacy.
but smaller.
But in the end, it's worth it.
I did smell a fire, though. I think I
that was
might.
from whenever I was cooking the rats earlier. I'm experimenting, you know.
I think I might go look for myself. Cook up a meal. You won't mind if I commandeer your fire, do you?
Oh no, not at all.
Good. And he pushes past you, and he's crashing through. This guy's at least like
before he,
11 or 12 feet tall, by the way, and he's
Yeah,
bulky.
before he does that, I do the silent image thing again,
yeah.
and then I cast a spell to where it looks like they're not there, but there is a fire, and it looks like there's some of my rats over there.
Um. Okay. Is it a cantrip?
It's not a cantrip, no. I've been rolling, so don't worry.
Right. And wait, how many spell slots do you have?
I have...
Because you used mend. Well, mend is a cantrip. You used that
Yeah.
once. You should have enough.
I have 6 spell slots, so I'm good.
Oh, we are at level 3.
Oh,
I forgot.
right. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah. He stomps into the clearing, and his big old feet like narrowly miss Al's hidden sleeping body. And he looks around, and he looks at a young tree, and he just kind of like rips it out of the ground, and then like puts it on the ground and sits on it. And he opens his knapsack, and he starts like sifting through it. What was your roll for that spell, incidentally?
19 with my mod on it.
Okay. He lifts his head and he sniffs a couple times and he says, "I smell something that's not rat." Oh well.
Oh, that's probably my rock.
Yeah. They can pick up all kinds of different scents. And he pulls out a couple arms from his knapsack and like a turnip and a potato, and he just tosses them into the fire. He's like, "I like them browned."
Oh, crispy. Got it.
Fror is hanging just over this guy's head, by the way.
Oh, great.
And he's snoring ever so softly, and followed by a little me 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 sound, you know, as they do in the cartoons. He stretches his legs out, which extend right over Al's body, and he plants his heels in the ground, like right by your sleeping bag, and it smells horrible. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Four. You vomit from the smell of this large man's feet.
15.
And he's startled at the sound, and he like looks around and he says, "I knew I smelled something. You,"
Sorry.
and he points at
I
Radigan,
passed gas.
and he says, "No, you lied. I
About
think
what?
I might have you to go with the rest of my meal."
Wait. Before we start, what did I lie about?
You said it was just you here.
I mean, it's a pretty big forest. Can I keep track of everything that goes on inside of it?
But you said it was your fire. He's right here.
Yeah, I've made this fire.
Wait. Whatever. And he looks around for his club.
I kick the 2 awake and I book it.
Oh, you're running. He can't find his club.
I'm like, nope, we're not doing this.
He kicks over.
And
his,
I just say, I'm getting some paprika, and then I run.
He kicks over his knapsack and he spills his turnips and potatoes everywhere, and he like grunts in anger. So you're waking up Fror and Al.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
So what?
Barf and
Oh yeah. I forgot
Oh
about
yeah,
them.
they're still with us. Pooh, forgot about them.
they're a
yeah.
little bit. They're at a different campsite.
Yeah, sure. They're down the road a little bit. He already
They didn't
ate
want to
them.
go into the forest.
Those were the arms he pulled out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
So you threw up from the smell of his feet. Fror kind of jerked awake and fell out of the tree onto the back of the troll. Yeah, you can probably get a head start if
Okay.
you like gather up your supplies quickly.
Oh, I sleep with my supplies.
All right.
I never took mine
Yeah.
off.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay. So you book it. You're just
Mhm.
running blindly through the forest, and you can hear the troll's cries of distress as he's picking up his turnips, and you make it out of the woods right as he says, "I burnt my food," and then you notice like a little fire springs up brighter than it was, and some nearby brush has been engulfed in flames.
You win
Dang.
some, you lose some, and I
We started
continue
a
to
forest
run.
fire.
Smokey comes out and just fucking slaughters all of you. Um,
And then I say, I wasn't the one who made the fire.
so Al got a short rest, I'll say. So you can roll a hit dice to regain hit points if you want. So what are you guys doing? It's still nighttime. And
I just kind of look at Al with like this glare. I'm like,
Uh,
the heck?
where did we leave our horses?
in the like near the woods.
Okay, so they're not.
Like you weren't that far in.
Okay. We could try to go find like another sleeping spot, I guess.
Maybe we could go to like, I don't know, an inn. Find one.
I guess, yeah.
Take turns sleeping on the horses. Tie them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
All right. So Grimbert, Wybert, Barf, and Fror conk out, and you guys just have 5 horses strung up together, walking down the road like high school girls, just right down the middle,
Mhm.
blocking all traffic. Luckily, there's no traffic at 3 a.m. on a dirt road through the middle of nowhere, except you guys.
Except us.
Um,
So there's a good bit of traffic. There's us.
yeah, there's just 5 people.
Yeah.
We look like a really cool country album cover.
So you're riding, or what are you doing? Where are you going?
Well, right now I'm sleeping because, like, I already had that whole ordeal happen. I got
Right,
us
yeah.
through that mess.
Right.
I have a well-deserved rest.
Okay.
So we're trotting along on the path.
Are you going to find an inn? Okay, so you're looking for civilization.
Yeah.
You
Just the faintest light of.
you ford the river at its shallowest point, and you recognize off in the distance the ruins at which Faramir resides, where you began your entire journey. No, not where Faramir resides. Where the other guy, the one before Faramir, and you got your mission. He's there. And some Gondorians must see you crossing the river, and they like sound a horn, and the gates open.
Sweet.
You get clapped on the back, and hands
thank God.
shook, and your crush kisses you on the cheek.
Oh, thanks, Crush.
And I'm very concerned because I just woke up.
Yeah.
I don't know who's touching me. I've got a knife out, pointed out at people.
Oh,
Like, bet.
they're like chuckling at you. Oh, must have made a new friend. One of the captains that you recognize from the beginning of your journey, he orders some people to come up and take care of your horses and supplies, and he says, "Why don't you guys go rest? You deserve it. We heard back from
Nice.
Faramir, and your mission is almost done. You just have to make it back to Minas Tirith, because there's someone waiting for you there that is pretty important."
Is it
So-
like.
I don't
the
say
guy
a
who
word, I just
invented
keep
the
nodding.
toaster strudel?
What?
Is it like the guy who invented the toaster strudel?
No. No. Sorry.
It's like no one actually important.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess not by those standards. So he leads you to the barracks, and you drift off to sleep. Right? Okay. Al has dreams of troll feet and dark caves.
Oh,
and-
before I go to sleep, I clean any throw up that was on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think. Well, if you were on your side, most of it kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Missed.
That's
You.
good. Glad I wasn't sleeping straight up.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof, got him right in your lap.
Might have choked to death.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like on your back?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you meant like sitting up.
Like,
that'd be
all
weird.
over my lap.
Yeah, into the fire. You have dreams of falling rocks and companions dying, and dark caves.
So, normal stuff.
And almost getting eaten in the night by a troll. All that good stuff, yeah. And murder and mustaches. And dark clouds and
The mustaches
sorcerer.
have knives and they're just like
Yeah.
running around.
Sorcerer
So,
orcs.
like a pretty
and,
good dream,
glass
right?
orbs. Rat, Ratigan, we know what Ratigan dreamed of.
Pretty sure.
Toaster
sure we all
strudels.
The night passes uneventfully. However, can we pause? Thanks, pal.
know. We won't pause the recordings just for editing sake with Ella. We would lose sync. I'll
I
just
was
edit
gonna
this
go to
out.
the bathroom.
Yeah,
if
so I'll
that's
just put a
fine.
marker.
Okay. Sorry,
Dun, dun,
gotta
dun,
pee.
dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Gotta pee. I'll be right back, guys. Don't worry. I'll be back. Why does that always happen? What the hell?
Can we leave that in?
I'll put it in at the very end.
God damn it! Why does it? What is wrong with my microphone?
I think it's because it's maybe screwed on too tight. Oh god, my head.
Oh, it's so hot in here.
Oh, everything's rushing to it.
Where are we gonna go for an hour and a half this time? I say we can end early.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll wrap it up next time.
Yeah.
Do you want to do 2 sessions right now?
We could take a break and turn on the AC for
I
a
need
bit.
some air conditioning, yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of early, yeah. We could get 2 sessions in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ugh.
There we go.
God, it's so hot.
It is.
Hey, there's a water jug.
Oh yeah, that's my water jug. Don't pee in it. Zach.
Why?
If you pee in it, I'm gonna. Never mind.
Wow, what a Grimbert Wybert over here. Golly, don't you love it whenever the Best Buy print is scratched out, so you don't know whenever it's Best Buy, so it's kind of like Russian roulette but with snacks.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yep. How have you been?
Pretty good, working.
Oh wait, don't talk anymore. My headphones just slipped out. Okay, continue. What?
Just working.
Mhm.
As a bar back usually, or just back of house work at the brewery.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's alright, I do want to find a new job before this fall though, because I don't like working late hours like that. I prefer working on personal projects at late hours
Mhm.
and then getting up early and doing that stuff.
You should apply to be a day camp counselor.
Well,
You can work with me.
that's true. I could. But I think I'm going to stick this out for the summer and then get a new job in the fall.
Yeah, like a space camp counselor.
Do they have that in the fall?
Yeah, space camp is all year round.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
What's the pay like?
$12 an hour.
How many hours
For
do you
entry
get per
level.
week?
It depends. It varies.
Yeah.
If you do overnight stuff, it can be a lot. I don't know. My sister is a space camp counselor, so it's a little bit different. Yeah. So I know that you'll get about like 40 hours a week at least.
Okay.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I get about 40 hours already a week. If I
Mhm.
get paid $12 an hour rather than minimum wage, that's much better.
Mhm. What do you get paid right now?
Just minimum wage.
It's like 7.25.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was thinking about applying to Barnes and Noble. I know that they get like $10 an hour or so.
Yeah, but then they have that like personality survey, which I hate, and I feel like
Really?
I'm always honest on them, and they're all like, "Do you consider yourself to be better than others?" And I'm like, "Well, I consider myself to be better than some people, but not everyone, because
Oh,
there's a lot of
yeah.
lazy people out there."
The
So I'll put
last
like
time
2.
I took one of those, they didn't even like respond to my application.
Yeah, and that's what Barnes and Noble and Books a Million do, and I hate that. It's like literally the worst thing. It makes me feel like I'm a butthole.
Yeah.
And like at one point they were basically like questioning me on whether or not I had depression, and I was like, well, I'm gonna definitely lie and say I do not.
Coming here or to your mom's house?
I am. And boy howdy, camp is getting weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna cut this whole thing out, right?
Yeah, all of it. I'm gonna leave
Okay.
the funny bit where Zach drops the microphone at the end, though.
Okay, because I got something to tell you.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so we cannot have our phones, well, like the kids cannot have their phones at camp anymore because of an incident that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that kid has been officially kicked out and been banned from this camp.
Hell yeah.
Apparently this 7-year-old, might have been 8, one of the two, showed another kid about the same age, like, very graphic porn.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Was
violent,
it Simon?
kinky
Was it me?
porn.
Was it me and Zach?
But apparently it was, like, so scarring that the other kid is too scared to get back on the internet.
Damn. I wonder what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I know. That's, like, the question that one of the guys who heard it first, like, asked. He was like, I kind of want to know what the title is. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I was like, what if it was, like, space-themed to go with it? or something? Like 2 Girls, 1 Rocket? Or like somehow
Yeah.
involved in F1 engine?
That's gotta exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was nasty. And I'm just like, why? You're like 7.
Why do they have phones?
Exactly.
When
I
did
didn't
you
have
get
a phone until
Zach?
I was 13.
I don't
And
remember.
even then my
I
mom
got
was
one in
like,
middle school, like last year of middle school.
I got one before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it throughout middle school.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a smartphone.
No,
I didn't
yeah.
get a smartphone until the end of middle school.
Yeah. That's when I got my iPhone 4.
Yeah. Nice. All right, so we can just do a little. We can just make this a little longer,
Mm-hmm.
and then wrap it up that way instead of doing 2.
That works.
Because the second one wouldn't have been full time anyway.
Okay.
All right, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Just push on a little
Right.
more.
Yeah. I'll put another marker for.
All right. So you sleep peacefully. And the next morning you wake naturally with the sun and hear the birds outside.
Just
feel
full
like we
circle
made that
again.
joke
No,
before.
yeah, that was like the first episode.
Oh, it was weird.
Yeah.
So you wake up and get breakfast and all that, and the captain from the night before says, feel free to replenish your supplies or get weapons or whatever you need before moving on to Minas Tirith.
I whisper over to Al, who the heck are these people?
I honestly don't remember.
What was?
Oh, sorry. I was just talking about the supplies
What
we
did you
need.
just say?
We were talking about
Fuck
it.
did you
I
say to
asked,
me?
who the heck are you people?
Fuck did you say to me? Just kills
Who
both
are
of
you?
you.
The end.
The end.
Goodbye, everyone.
Game
this has
over.
been
That's the
Critical
end.
Miss, Mirror to the Void.
Rat-
It's
Ratigan
gonna end
rises
like
again as
Monty
a zombie rat.
Python did with them getting all you guys getting arrested for murder.
That would honestly be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Zach?
So he
Is
walks
that what you
away.
put, Zach?
Yeah. So there you go. Have at it.
Alright. I get all the supply. Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
You almost cut my character sheet.
And
Juliet has already ruined it enough.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my pencil. Just gonna go ahead and there we go.
Oh yeah. So you got a long rest.
Yeah. So
Both of you guys.
I can't even read my weapons. Like, look at that.
Because of. Wow.
Yeah, like,
That's
what
a
do I
shame.
what do I even have? I don't even know
Who knows?
anymore.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Can't believe Juliet did that.
Juliet
no, I
fucking-
can believe it.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
It's
She'd be
believable.
like, oh yeah, it won't show through.
And it did very
did.
much so.
If you don't, Ella, Julia ruined my character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She drew.
Did she ruin it or make it cooler?
No,
No, she ruined it.
wrote in marker on the back
Yeah.
a lot, and it like bled through.
Yeah, she
You
was
can't
bullying
read.
me on it. It was not fun.
Can't read the front.
That's rough, buddy.
Right. So, what are you guys doing?
Uh,
I first ask who this fella is.
I'm the guy, the captain man.
Is that your
Says
name,
on the
Captain
soul.
Man? With
Yeah,
like two
Captain-
N's?
Captain Man.
Alright, dope.
is that your
Okay.
Christian
Hi,
name?
I'm Ratigan of the Ratigans.
Right. I'm Captain Man of the men. Mans.
Vance.
The Man family.
Cool.
We're all men there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
No women.
Cool.
Nice. Like this
Do
style.
you guys like adopt or like
No.
No?
I say happy Pride Month.
Happy Gay Month.
He looks confused.
Don't worry about
We're
it. It's gonna
always
be great.
gay.
Yeah.
It's a jolly time to be alive.
Yeah. Cool. We'll see you around.
Bye. All right, yeah.
I ask
so
where I can procure weapons.
from the smithy.
Oh yeah, Smithy.
Well, that's not his name.
I know,
that's
but
the,
yeah.
the job. It's,
Yeah.
Or well, actually, that's the place where the blacksmith works.
Yeah.
Is the smithy. But yeah.
All right, we go to the Smithy.
Right. What?
Hey.
I burst through the door.
Whoa.
Hello,
Whoa.
I am Ratigan of the Ratigans.
Close it. And he like cowers from the sunlight.
Dude, no, me too.
Oh,
I
I'm
feel you.
just
I
kidding.
closed the door
I get
immediately.
plenty of sun. Look at this, farmer's tan.
Oh, nice.
Sorry about that.
Unprofessional sign.
Yeah, I know. I gotta
What do
feed
you
my
need?
dog.
What can I do? Make it, do it, build it, fix it, sell it, buy stuff,
Bop it,
scrap it.
twist it.
So what do you
Bullet.
need? What?
I'm good. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking for a stronger weapon than what I have right now.
What do you have right now?
I've got a long sword and a dagger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I've got every weapon imaginable here. If you say it, I got it.
All right, sweet. Let me look.
Also, I don't know if you can afford it, but I do have this sword that's a little glowy.
Yeah.
Like,
Found
how
it in
glowy
a
are
cave.
we talking about?
Yeah.
Glows
Oh, in a
What?
cave.
in a cave. Yeah.
I love cave things.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
How much do you have?
Enough.
Well, how much do you have?
I've got a whole bunch of rats.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it. Get it? Cut it?
I got like some gold. Good amount of it.
Give me all of it.
All of my gold.
All of it.
All of my gold.
Wait, hold up. Hold
Well, you're not the one buying it.
Oh yeah. All right. See ya. I walk away.
Uh
I'm outside now. Just sitting.
huh. Oh yeah. Wait.
hold
No.
up.
How much gold you
I'm-
got?
I'm trying to find
Lady,
it.
lass.
I think I've. Give me 1 second. Put a marker here. I've got to look it up.
Did I give you money?
No, but like with my past self, I should have money already, but I
Right.
just didn't put it in, so I have to look it up to see how much I would have,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So like
Because you
it's just
haven't
like
haven't
Ugh.
really been paying for quality of life, so.
yeah, correct.
Does it
Watch as I
accumulate
have like a
interest?
bank account somewhere that has millions.
Like Fry
Oh yeah, yeah.
from Futurama.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Bum, bum.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
All right. You
Did you find it?
It's like, yeah, I think I have like 4 gold pieces, and that's about it.
That's. You rats, you say?
Can you search all the rat's teeth for like gold fillings?
Some
That'd
of
be
them
so
ate
funny.
like rings off people's bodies. You know what? Give me the thing. His eyes get a little squinty and they glow red. And his hands like curl up into claws and he says, "Give me the thing that you value the most." And he goes back to normal. And your
I
gold.
hold Radigan holds no value to anything. But I guess the first rat she collected,
Yeah.
so she places that down and she goes, "Done."
And your gold.
Okay.
And a lock of your hair.
All right.
I'm like
She-
looking through
she
the
just,
window
like-
right now.
Fully cuts a dread out and then gives it to him.
You what?
She fully cuts like a dread out and gives it to him.
Oh yeah, I forgot she has dreads.
Yeah,
Pretty gross.
like the gross kind because she
Yeah.
doesn't wash her hair.
What
Yeah,
else?
Like the gross kind.
Scrape a little face crime off for me.
There's
I don't
plenty
think
of that.
like you can get to that with all the dirt that's layered on.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll cut it. And
Sweet.
he reaches under the counter, and he pulls out a long sword, but its edges glow faintly. It's like the opposite of glowing. It's like it stands out with a black outline, like it's sucking in the light around its
So I have a
edge.
black hole sword.
Not exactly. If it could glow black, that's what it is doing. But, black is... I don't know if it can really
So
glow.
like the dark saber from Clone Wars.
Yeah, but just on the edge.
Just on the edge. Yeah.
Not like made of
And,
it.
no.
and I look at it and I go, "Ooh, that's definitely cursed. I'll take it."
Cool.
All right. Well, have a good day.
Wait, where's the scabbard?
Ah, right. Yeah. And he hands it to you.
All right. I kind of scoop it up in the scabbard and then I tie it around my waist
Yep.
next to my other long sword.
Yep. All right. Bye. And he he grabs up the hair and the money and all the other stuff and he smells it and then walks into his back room. I was gonna add something really gross, but I won't.
No, do it. Do it.
No, that's all right.
Do it. Do it.
He unbuttons his pants as he goes.
I mean, Radigan is a charmer.
All right, so you're all prepared. You got your supplies. Al's been ready. He fell asleep outside. Grimbert, Wybert, and Barf are also ready.
Gotta do the whole podcast over again now,
Yeah,
Zach.
just that one part. All right. So what's happening?
I go out now. I'm gonna try to find some more string,
String?
and yeah, I have to find string so that way I can use Unseen Servant.
Oh, you're using actual ingredients. and
Oh
not-
no, like only for like a couple of the spells. Like legit, I don't worry about a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But like that's the only way. Remember in canon that I know how to do Unseen Servant because I don't know fully well like how magic operates.
Right. There's like a tailor nearby.
Right, cool. So string and yeah,
Okay.
that's what I need.
So you open the shop door and the little bell tinkles and
I'm gonna sleep outside of this one too.
all right, yeah.
Yeah.
the tailor comes out and she says, "Oh, what can I do for you?
Hi, yeah, I'm looking for string.
String?
Yeah.
Just that? That's it? Just string?
Yep.
All right. I mean, I have a bowl of little loose ends over there. You can just take a handful out of.
Sweet, done.
Okay. Okay. Is that it? You don't need a new coat or pants. Nothing like that.
Does it look like I need
You know that beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
one? Yeah. No, like legit, a dude just jerked off to my hair earlier. Like, I think I got it going on.
Oh, was that the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't take it personally. Don't flatter yourself. He does that to everybody.
Oh, well, all right.
All right, well, have a good day then.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for someone to try to like force her into like a makeover montage at one point.
With the soundtrack and everything.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And then I go to prom and I'm the hottest girl there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you find out your bully actually just had a crush on you the whole time.
Yeah,
He was
but it's
expressing his
too late
emotions in a
because
bad
I've
way.
actually had a crush on my childhood best friend all of these years without
Yeah.
ever realizing it until that very moment.
Until that prom night, yeah.
Yeah.
And you walk downstairs in your dress, and he goes, "Whoa, you're beautiful."
There it goes. Well, that's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom.
I was thinking
the
that
end.
exact thing.
All right, so you got all your stuff.
Yeah.
What now? Is that it?
Or I'd say leave the extras.
Yeah. Leave the extras. What do you mean? What does
Bye,
that
Garf.
mean?
Bye.
Oh, you're leaving them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. They look confused, and then they kind of wave a little bit, like, bye,
See you around.
bye.
I like do my secret handshake with Tomothy.
I thought you left Timothy behind.
Did
Yeah, I
we?
thought he was like long gone.
Oh yeah, because we had Grimbert and then Barf, right?
And Frore, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I do it with Grimbert instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
And
anybody,
I'm like,
notice
keep in
Frore
touch.
at all? Like as a criminal?
No. He's not really like walking about.
Ah,
He told you he'd meet you at somewhere at like outside the gate.
cool.
All right. Well, Barf's bottom lip quivers a little, and he looks really upset. He doesn't know what's happening.
It was good. It was a good run. We'll see you around.
What? What? Oh,
I
okay.
give him a hug and a pat on the back. I had a great time.
Me too.
I go over
Grimbert.
to Al and I whisper in his ear and I go, "Is this one that important, or can I kill him?"
Right again.
Yes.
Just walk away for a little bit. We're having a moment.
Grimbert pats Barf's back and he shoots you a nasty look, like "fuck you, fucking
Me or
poopy head." Yeah, you.
oh.
You're abandoning them, yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he leads Barf away.
See ya.
I like
Flips you the
left
bird.
Grimbert, and I was like, still on for lunch on Thursday though.
He gives you a thumbs up.
Sweet.
See ya later.
All right, so you thunder out of the gates. Well, there's no gates because it's
Yeah.
ruins. Clouds of dust kicking up behind you. Sky is clear, blue. Grass is green. All the laws of nature still apply. Four meets you outside the gate, and he matches your speed, and on you go towards Minas Tirith. You get there by evening.
Mhm.
The sky is, now painted the wonderful colors of a sunset, pale pink and an orange, but as a backdrop to the city, which sticks out of the field like a big city, because it is one.
Poetic.
They open the gates for you, and you hear whispers in the. I hope I didn't just click something.
Nope.
And you hear whispers in the road, as you pass people thundering towards the Capitol building, which I guess would be like the palace. And you make it up there. Your horses are tired. The guards let you in without a word, and then a steward comes and grabs Al by the arm, and he says, "You've returned. How was it? How was your journey?"
Good.
What happened? I see you lost your companion. What? And got some new ones.
Yeah.
Who is that? And he points at Fror.
Well, no, he's kind of criminal, but so I'll give you the full rundown of everything that's happened.
No. Save it for the king.
Okay. He's important to it, so we thought we'd bring him along.
Right.
Yeah. Like he sort of completes it. Like you can do whatever with him. I sort of whisper that John so Ford can't hear.
All right.
Yeah.
Guards.
After we're done with our sort of thing.
Never mind.
That's
Ford looks around like, oh.
He's at a like constant like this stance, like his arms outstretched.
Just ready to grab. He leads you right to the king, and he opens the giant doors, and the guards and the steward lead you up to the throne, up the long carpet, and a herald announces, King Aragorn of Gondor.
Okay, question.
I
Is
bow
the-
because
Are all of the thrones occupied?
All of the thrones?
There's like
Yeah.
There's one.
there's one.
Has it been occupied yet?
He's sitting in it.
Ugh, dang it.
I mean,
Right.
there is the little seat for the steward of Gondor that Denethor had
Mm-hmm.
before he jumped off the city in flames.
Mm-hmm.
We're riding a very thin line here,
Yeah, but the thing is,
Aragorn
legs
Aragorn
really
looks up and he
tired.
says, "Hero, you have returned."
I laugh at him saying hero.
They give you a weird look.
Redigan.
The steward leans in and he says, "I would mind my manners if I were you. This is the king?"
Yeah.
He's saying that's Radigan.
Yeah. I sort of nudge Radigan and be like, "This is important to me, please."
Who is that guy?
Aragorn stands and he walks down a couple steps and he says, "How fared your journey?"
Overall, well, but there have been some losses. I lost my partner in this. It was tough, but I had to move past it. We recovered the orb.
Orb?
Yeah,
What orb?
yeah.
The big glowy one.
Yeah, the big.
I didn't know there was an orb.
Oh, yeah.
There was an orb.
Yeah, people
So
were
you
having like a
found-
barbecue. It was wild.
You found the orcs,
Yes.
and
We found
that's
the
where you
orcs.
got the orb.
Yes.
He looks troubled.
Yeah.
So, why is he here? And he
He-
points at Fror.
Oh yeah. So. We found him, and we thought we'd bring him in. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Above table. My laugh is above table. Interesting ploy there, Simon.
Yeah.
Aragorn.
But that was my whole plan is to like bring him here and backstab him.
Well, how did you meet him?
We found him. We were looking for him for there was a we saw a wanted poster, and he was right under it. In fact, like right under the wanted poster. It was kind of
It's a bit,
convenient.
bit confident in himself.
Yeah, yeah.
Radigan intervenes and says, "Well, that's where you met him."
Oh yeah, they have a past. But
Yeah, we've been friends
okay,
for a
okay,
while.
Radigan?
You know.
Radigan,
What?
we're not talking. Radigan.
What?
Partners
No.
in crime, perhaps.
Radigan has a memory problem. She cannot remember many things of her past. We're trying to figure it out.
But she is a good ally.
She is. She's proven well with me.
I'm not an ally. I'm a Radigan.
Then she can serve the House of Gondor.
Good.
As for you, he turns to Fror and he says, "You are under arrest." And Fror looks completely outraged, and he says, "You backstabbing piece of filth."
I give him a grin.
He draws his weapon. Roll initiative.
Am I part of this, or am I just like watching and going, "What's going on?" Like,
You can be part of
Hey.
it if you want.
I'm gonna stand back. I'm not getting into this.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
19.
All right.
And then okay, so this might be a short battle. It's 2 guards. No. Fror, 2 guards, Aragorn, and then you.
All right.
Is there a pencil that I can borrow? Thanks, pal.
I had a green one somewhere.
Fror swings at one of the guards that's rapidly approaching. Let's see real quick. All right. He hits for.
Oh, the guard, not me.
Yeah,
I was
no,
about to
no, no.
say. Don't know about all that.
9 damage. Okay. All the while he's just full of rage and his eyes are bloodshot and he's like frothing at the mouth a little bit and he's just so like angry that you would turn him in like that. In fact, I'm a little surprised myself.
Hey man, have you seen my alignment?
Guard 1 hits. No.
That was good. You know?
Oh.
Yeah. You know, morally, that's what it is.
Guard 1 hits. Followed by a quick attack from Guard 2 who misses. Aragorn, the king, also misses because he trips on his cloak a little bit. And it's your turn.
All right.
You guys.
Can I attempt to disarm him?
Sure. Try and grapple, which is strength.
That's 17.
Oh yeah, you do it.
Cool.
So you're just grabbing his weapon?
Yeah.
Or like anything else?
Try to like pin him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do so successfully.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
didn't really want to kill him. I just,
So-
gotta serve time.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
Did crimes. I mean, he's not like an evil person.
Yeah.
Like, don't want him dead.
So the guards clap him in irons, and then they drag him off to the dungeons, and all the while he's yelling his head off, trying to get you in trouble, but no one's listening, of course.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to all this, Radigan?
Well, to be quite honest, I wasn't really watching. I noticed a rat right behind the king's throne, and I'm like looking at it. I'm trying to like figure out how to get it without anybody noticing. So while everybody else is having their own little battle thing, I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Just
catch
like
this
tiptoeing
rat.
around.
Right.
Yeah. Can I roll to
Doing
see if
the
I got the
Zelda
rat?
sneak.
Sure.
Sweet. 14.
Yeah.
Do I
You
get it?
It's a small specimen.
Yeah.
Young.
Alright, yeah. Alright,
clean.
so
Nubile.
I have it in my hand, my bare hand. It's just wiggling around. I haven't killed it. I'm just holding on to it.
The steward gives her a weird look, and then back at you, like, really? This is your companion? Then he shrugs.
I shrug too.
The king sheathes his weapon and he says, "Well, on top of carrying out your orders, you've also arrested a wanted criminal. Can't thank
Wait,
you enough
where's
for that.
Fror?
Fror of the Golden Oaks. The
Yeah,
criminal.
I just call him Fror.
He was
I mean,
arrested
yeah.
Yeah.
and taken to the dungeon.
Oh.
May I ask how many years
Why?
he's gonna serve for his crimes?
We will figure that out later.
All right, cool. Just
It's
want
not
it to
my
be
job.
long.
Right. Yeah.
He
Oh,
did
it
like.
probably will be.
Yeah, he did tell me some of his crimes.
Really.
Yeah.
Such as. Oh, we have a list. but
Yeah. Oh, then it's probably.
I also
I'll give you a full report.
received a
tomorrow.
letter that a governor of mine
Yeah.
past the border was
Yeah.
has died along with
Oh.
his heir to the estate and his steward, his closest
Yeah.
advisor.
We were there briefly.
Really.
Yeah.
And you spoke to him,
Briefly, yeah.
and nothing seemed amiss.
He did seem off,
Hmm.
kind of distraught.
Yeah, his mustache.
It was on the way here. We
particularly
thought
off.
that we would.
Oh.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, but he's not going to pursue it any further. Says, "Well, we'll have to find someone for that position. For now, someone is here, and I think should take a look at the that orb you spoke of."
Okay.
And he waves off the guards, and he says, "I'll take them myself." And he you exit the throne room and you walk out into the city, and you make light conversation. People clap and bow as you walk by, heroes and all that.
Do like the
'cause,
Nixon piece.
Because it was common knowledge that
Yeah.
you were sent into Mordor to investigate the growing threat of orcs, and nobody wants that, because that's already been dealt with once. Who wants another war?
Yeah.
Huh, am I right?
Yeah. That's why the CIA has been doing all that stuff.
Right.
Not to get political.
So you enter another building, and you go out through the back into a garden, and standing there is a very tall old man in white robes, and he turns, and you think you recognize him, and he says, "Aragorn, who is this?" And he says,
Yes. Visual
Gandalf.
joke. Sorry. Zach was
whoops.
doing the flex.
Not that wasn't related. I was stretching a little. He says, Gandalf, I'm glad you have returned to Minas Tirith. How fares Frodo? He says, Frodo, he stays with the elves for eternity. He says, you. And he stalks over with his long flowy cape and his spindly chicken legs. You have something of import. I can sense it.
I do, in fact.
What is it?
Orb of magical properties.
An orb.
Yes. About like 2 feet diameter.
Let me see it.
Whip it out.
Hmm.
Sort of, I sort of grab my knapsack and, you know, do like the whole thing where I'm holding it with the bag underneath it.
Now, I remember when one of Frodo's companions had something similar.
Wait, how big is it? It's actually like 2 feet. Like, is it big? Or
No,
like,
it's smaller.
oh, like this?
It's like, no, not that small.
This?
It's like a little smaller.
Ah, so like about a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he carefully takes it by the cloth, and he doesn't touch
Feet,
the
feet
orb.
are different in this universe.
And he, well, I never said how big it was, did I?
No,
Oh,
I just sort of always assumed it was like
Oh.
a little big, like
Yeah,
like
no.
a little bit bigger than a basketball.
Nah, smaller.
Ah, cool.
And as he touches it, a flicker of green light within its depths flashes for a moment, and it slightly resembles an eye shape. And Gandalf shudders, and he says, "Where did you find this?
A cave full of
Who had it?"
it looked to be an important orc of some kind,
Tell me exactly what happened.
and I do that.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to go through.
If you want to know exactly what happened, listen
Why?
to the
Yeah. You go to the thing and watch those other things.
episode 3 or something.
You're 1 or
4.
2, 3. I just want to listen to all of them.
Yeah, that's
Just
that's
down the
probably
line.
what you should do if you're listening to this one
If you're,
first.
yeah. I assume if you're this far, you've already
Yeah.
heard.
Like you realize I don't know what these guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Like what even?
Right, yeah.
I'll go listen to the first one, and then they
Crazy.
watch the first one, which is like the first campaign,
That's just the wrong first
which is the
one.
wrong first one. But don't do that. I
Yeah.
mean, you can, but like watch that second.
Right.
Once you like are super attached to our personalities, and you're like, I want to watch everything, even the
Yeah,
shit.
but don't be too attached to mine.
Gandalf and Aragorn just kind of nod.
I did that. That's above table.
He looks grave, and he wraps the cloth around it, and he says, "I fear an old evil is awakening in that mountain. Something older than Sauron and far more powerful." These orcs.
After like Radigan saw the eye in the little orb thing, like she's kind of like dazed and her eyes are a little bit glazed over. That's all I can say.
All right.
Cool.
Radigan is the ancient evil.
Oh, I
She is the
hope
mirror
so.
to the
That'd be so
void.
funny.
Yeah. Gandalf kind of hefts it, and he says, "The orcs were using this to communicate. An ancient sect of the Uruks. No, not Uruks. Far before the Uruks. Sauron created the Uruks
Sorry.
to better the orcs and improve upon their flaws. But the original orcs formed a sect of sorcerers and spellcasters that worshipped their original master, Morgoth. And I fear they have come back out of hiding. But maybe a good time before anything comes of it. But we need to get rid of the threat before it grows. You have already done Gondor a service." And he sweeps up to his full height. And he says, "I can only ask that you continue."
I nod.
Okay. That's a very visual,
But like, what are we doing?
Not now. I will tell you when the time comes.
Okay,
Aragorn
that seems
first.
a little vague. If I'm gonna like say yes now, I'd like to know a little bit of background information as to what I'm dealing with.
Oh no. Nothing too dangerous. He kind of waves it off, and Aragorn gives him a look like, "Yeah, I've been there, done that, huh?"
The scene where the other guy dies. Go remembers his name.
Boromir?
Yeah.
Gandalf says, "For now, I returned because I knew something was amiss. and I'm glad I did. You will find a home in Gondor, and maybe even a governorship to replace the old one. And you, he points at Radigan, and he says, you are a friend of Gondor and a friend of mine. And you may serve the throne if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Is that
All
it?
right, he shrugs.
Radigan's own spin-off series. The Adventures of Radigan.
He looks off into the distance, and way far away, you can see the border of Mordor, and where the grass is still blighted and brown and still not fully recovered from Mordor's evil soaking into the very land itself. And he squints and he says, yes, something is brewing.
I look at Gandalf and I'm like, okay, so I'm not saying that I don't like my current life at all,
Yeah.
but I would like. Okay, the whispering's a little creepy. Not gonna lie. Can we like speak at a higher volume or something, Gandalf? Like,
Yes.
real man to rat contact here. But
Peregrine took you
you
fool.
I've just
He's
been
just senile.
I just kind of want to know maybe who I was before, like what happened. I mean, I've got to have had a life somewhere before the cave.
Yes. I may be able to help with that. Not right now. My hands are full. I'm carrying this orb. It's heavy on old bones.
Obviously, yeah.
But later, yeah, sure.
If you want to find out what happens to Radigan's memories and all of our adventures, be sure to tune in
Next time.
next
Yeah.
time. Next time we continue the story.
Yeah.
And
And then star wipe.
yeah. I was gonna say the title fades in over like a long shot of all of us.
So that's that for now.
Mm-hmm.
And like epic music plays over it. Like, actually.
Smash
No.
Bros. Alright, well. We'll continue the adventures of Radigan and Al. Maybe next week. Maybe in a couple weeks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe right now. Maybe we'll keep going.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, we're not. Not right now.
Looks like what?
Gandalf claps his hand. He says, well, bedtime. Good night. You can join me for porridge.
He's just an old guy. He's
go,
wearing slippers.
But then he's
I go,
got
"Sweet,
those
what's porridge?"
bony old man knees.
We
he
thought he
kinda-
was wearing like a wizard's robe, but it's actually just
It's
like
just
his
a
pajamas.
bathrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he kind of shuffles off and waves at Aragorn, who goes, bye. He hasn't aged well. He's still powerful, though,
Yeah.
when he has his lucid moments.
Yeah.
All right. You two rest up. I can't thank you enough for resting for...
Yeah. I mean, I figured, at least I could do
Wait, we
on top
arrested
of
for?
recovering the orb and getting those papers back.
Yes. Papers.
Yeah.
What papers?
All the plans of
Of what?
the first couple episodes.
Oh, right, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but
Oh yeah.
I was, pulling the strings.
Yeah.
All right. And fade. Pan out first.
Yeah.
Out of the window.
Yeah.
And you walk off to wherever, talking amongst yourselves, and your voices grow dimmer. And it pans out over Minas Tirith, and the sun falls behind the mountains in the distance, and the sky goes dark. And then it moves across the land towards Mordor, where a wind blows. It stinks of sulfur and death. and the grasses wave. A crack of lightning appears in the sky, and it lances the top of the mountain. And deep within the earth, mechanical turnings and whirrings are starting up the fires of the forges of Mordor.
And now the
And then
title
the credits
fades
roll.
over.
And Gandalf is slopping up his porridge, spilling
That's
a little
the end
bit,
credit scene.
getting it in his beard, and like spilling a little bit on his lap, and he kind
Uh-huh.
of grumbles, and he like the Palantir, the glass orb, kind of rolls across the table, and he like snatches it back up again before it can just shatter
It falls
and
in its
break.
porridge, and
Yeah.
like the porridge gets everywhere.
Yeah.
And then cut to more credits. Like, all the,
More credits.
like,
There's only one end credit scene.
yeah,
That was it.
yeah,
The rest is just credits.
yeah. All right,
And then we plug.
we plug. Hi, this has been Critical Miss, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. If you
I've
didn't
been
listen to the
Zach.
intro, I've been Simon. I like how we look to the headphones of where Ella's voice is coming out of.
Ella's been Ella.
Yeah, I've been Ella and
Ella,
Radigan.
Would you like to plug? Do you have social media to plug?
Yeah, I mean, you can find me at Ella Wadella on almost any social media platform, like Twitter and Instagram. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Simon. You can find me on everything: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch,
Dang.
Newgrounds.
That's a lot. Oh, Newgrounds.
Not on DeviantArt. Don't
Not
have one of
DeviantArt.
those. Yeah.
Tumblr.
Yeah, Tumblr. I post on there
I have
occasionally.
Tumblr, but you gotta work for that one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Maybe
if you find it,
episode 50. Well,
Find me on Twitter. And
oh, Simply
Instagram.
Simon Zero. I
Oh.
didn't say that.
Oh,
Simply
you didn't
Simon.
actually plug.
No, yeah. I just said that I was on those things.
You
Yeah.
can find me at Zach Johnston 0 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Also, No Context Media.
That's right. Rebrand. We did it, folks.
We are no longer IJU because that name sucked. Well, it was okay.
It was
when
fine
we
for
had
what it was, yeah.
But now, No Context Media.
Yeah. Or just no
Uh,
context.
No context.
You can find YouTube, No Context, Twitch, No Context Media, Twitter, No Cont Media,
Mm-hmm.
with a CONT Media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that,
it's like one letter from being not okay.
yeah. Thought it was pretty funny when I.
Ha. I get it. And then, do we have an Instagram?
We'll just change that. I haven't changed the Instagram yet.
And I
Yeah,
can actually do my job as social media coordinator now.
Yeah.
So you can give me those passwords.
Yeah, I'll give you those passwords.
Or
Or I can do it right now.
but no,
yeah,
I
not
wouldn't-
do
I
that.
wouldn't- yeah.
If you head over to my Twitter, you'll actually be able to see some pretty cool Radigan stickers I made as a joke,
Yes.
but now I'm attached to. So woohoo!
Official merch.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Patreon. We have a Patreon.
Patreon.
Give us some money.
Yeah, No
And
Context
you'll get
Media.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some new podcasts coming out, so stay tuned for that. We might make a video explaining
Mhm.
changes, or we'll just
Just
plug
a
them.
whole channel intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Check us out on YouTube.
Or we'll just plug it in something else.
Yeah. Just
Uh,
plans for the channel in general.
There you have it,
General
folks.
things.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
If you're still listening.
Yeah. You can find all of our stuff over at our website, nocontextmedia.com. Again, that's nocontextmedia.com. Or IJU shows also works. It's still
Haven't
up.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.